everyone. Thank you for being here for class number 3. By popular demand, Mexican food was requested tonight. And so the first thing I want to do is start off and just mention a little bit about the ethics of creating food that's not your ancestral food. And before I get into that, I will mention this is Imbolc. It's a Celtic pagan holiday going back thousands of years to celebrate the welcoming of spring. And so this is the midpoint between the solstice and the spring equinox. So I have a little altar here for the goddess of fire and forge and creativity and of the hearth, Bridget, and you are invited to light a candle or join in any way that you want to or don't want to. So I will say that. So that is my ancestral culture and many of ours. And so just talking a little bit about the ethics of creating food that's not, Mexican food is obviously not my culture. And so I think it's important to understand that since the beginning of time when humans have met each other, what we do first and foremost is we swap food usually and ingredients and techniques. And so this is not about limiting what we can have and not have in terms of different food, but it's about understanding the power dynamics and the relationship between different cultures. And so, for instance, the difference between me cooking Italian food and me cooking Mexican food is quite different. The United States does not have a colonial or imperialistic relationship with Italy, as far as I know. I mean, directly. And so, because the United States has such an extractive relationship and the power dynamic is so grossly imbalanced, and so much of our economy is built on the appropriated and stolen labor in many ways of indigenous people whose land we are on, who we have made illegal. There's a lot of ethical dynamics of American people, and particularly white American people, making Mexican food. So the questions, I could talk about cultural appropriation all night. I'm writing a book in part about it right now. And so number one, this conversation cannot be had. There's many people on this call who I know who could say way more and great things about this. So we have time at the end. But I just wanted to go over just a few of the things that I think about when I'm making food that's not my own and sort of the ethics of it. And that is, am I providing credit? Am I sourcing? Don't be a jerk. Source the people and provide credit where credit is due. Second thing I ask myself is this ceremonial food? What is the history of this food? And is this of a significance of a ritual that I'm not aware of? So in the planning of this, I first was going to make cochinita pibil, and I was talking with one of my friends who I pestered a lot this past week, who wishes to remain unnamed, but he was very helpful. And then I did my homework, and I X'd that dish because that dish I did not feel comfortable, because that food had that cooking method. I couldn't do it justice in terms of the integrity of the dish. And I also did not want to make food that was ceremonial, since we're not doing ceremony here. Well, not directly. So I also asked myself, am I making money off this, or am I preventing the person from this culture from making money? And if so, I think the answer, if yes to either of those questions, I would not feel comfortable making Mexican food. But this is a private event. This is not a public event. And we are going to be making tacos al pastor tonight, which I'll talk about that specific recipe and sort of where it comes from when we get into that. But I just wanted to say that because there is because culture is part of the colonization process and part of the methodology, it's really important that we are respectful. And so I hope that I have been respectful, and I hope that I continue to be respectful. But I don't know. I still some of this feels kind of weird. And that I think the answers are situation dependent. So with that, who wants to make some tacos? Okay.
Hey.
Yay. Okay, so would you guys like to make mushroom tacos? So we're gonna do the tacos al pastor at the end, because those have been cooking in a slow cooker overnight, and then we're gonna broil those to sort of get the desired texture. And so the two other tacos on the menu tonight are walnut tacos, sort of the adobo sauce, and then just straight up awesome mushroom tacos. So we'll make, and I think we can do all of those. I've prepped all of my salsas here and the cashew crumb I've made ahead of time, but besides that, this should be just pretty straightforward. And since these are not incredibly difficult dishes, if people want to ask questions or if we want to have a dialogue or people want to provide their own perspective on sort of like the ethics of making food that's not your ancestral culture, I'm happy to do just whatever is useful and whatever is fun for everyone. So walnut tacos, mushroom tacos.
Walnut.
Thank you, Heather. Okay, and for people who didn't come last week, I have this new induction burner, which is like my favorite thing in the world right now, and I'm such a geek about it. So, loving
Why
that.
are you excited about it?
Why am I excited about it? Because it's like the most efficient form of heating. It like heats immediately, and you can like do it to a desired temperature. It has no fume. So I have a gas range, and I learned during the smoke that like it's really toxic. Gas ranges are. And so I've just been kind of like leery of cooking, which is like one of the things I love to do most. And so I feel good about this because I'm not poisoning myself by creating bad air quality, and I have an air filter and all that stuff when I open the windows, but still. But yeah, so this is like a very space efficient thing that I can just tuck it away and have like a cooking surface wherever, and then I can put it to whatever heat that I want. And so right now I'm doing it on medium heat, and I'm just going to saute onions and cumin and smoked paprika. Did anybody do anything fun today? It's so weird. I can't see you, but I feel like you're all here. So
I made artisan bread in 5 minutes that Miho recipe. Miho gave me the recipe, and
I saw that.
Henry added chocolate chips, and it comes out looking quite beautiful.
Oh my God, I saw that. And I just also wanted to take a moment and say, Heather, I really want to give you a shout out for teaching your male child to cook. And like, I just think that's such an important part of like, particularly for young men. And so Heather's been doing like a cooking school with her son, Henry. Like every week they do, what do you guys do? Just baked goods, Heather?
We've been making mostly cakes, and now we're starting to do bread.
That's so, I just like, and it's so great. And they make really good stuff that makes you hungry. So kudos to you, Heather.
Somebody else said that their kids are making dinner on Friday in the chat.
Zoning.
Oh, that's Erica. That's great. Yeah, I'm really happy that I learned. Hi, honey. Ruth is here, ladies and gentlemen. So you can sit wherever you want. So I'm just putting sauteing the onions with the cumin and the paprika. Welcome. Thank you. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic, and I actually forgot what the recipe says. So if anybody's looking at the recipe, I hope I'm doing this right. But walnuts are super great as a meat replacement because they have that like, especially ground beef, because they have that great texture. And so I'm just actually gonna crush these like in this bag, and then I'm going to throw them in the bin. And then Alden and Ruth are gonna taste them and tell you how they taste. So exciting. And so I'm gonna add some of this adobo sauce that I took the seeds out of the jalapeno before, so it wasn't overly spicy. Because that is one thing that I did with the tacos al pastor, is that I forgot to take the seeds out, and it was very spicy. So I had to like dilute it with more jackfruit today, so that everyone can enjoy it. So yeah, these are raw. You can also make walnut meat tacos without cooking them. You can bake them. Super versatile. So if people are like interested in raw food diets or doing some lettuce wraps, this is like a really easy way to do that. And anybody have a recipe handy? I think I do. Okay. Always taste your food. And then you can tell what you forgot. So I forgot to salt that.
Verdicio and Jen have joined.
Federico's here?
Mm-hmm.
And who else?
And Jen.
Jen! Oh my gosh, that's and Jen. Hi, you guys. I can't see you, but I love you and glad that you're both here. And that is done. So that took me what, like 4 minutes? Very little prep, and just gonna put that in this bowl.
There's like a spike. I almost want to cough, but
Okay,
I'm gonna left side.
okay. You know what? That
I
is.
think it's because I'm not. I just walked in and I have it.
Can you open the window?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
There's a little bit too much spice going on.
Smells good though.
Okay, so we have one of the taco meats done. And I'm just gonna wash this pan really quickly. Does anyone have any questions about using walnut meat as?
Can you go outside?
You don't tell anybody, but you can go outside just right now.
Sorry, I think it's just like
No, it is.
You're probably really close to it too.
Yeah. I'm also a weenie.
You're a weenie? I didn't know that. I did not know that.
That's fine.
We'll figure it out here. Okay, so my favorite, okay, so this is one thing I really wanted to share with you all is that one of the health gurus that I have learned about from my friend Shalay, he says when you are craving meat, use mushrooms as your meat. And I really recommend mushrooms because they have such a high content of vitamin D. They're really versatile. They have that great earthy, meaty flavor and texture. And so I am especially making mushroom tacos tonight because I would love to encourage you all to use mushrooms as your meat for those people who don't have an aversion to mushrooms. And so in addition to making mushroom tacos, one of my favorite dishes, like when I want to create something rich or like try to pull my carnivore friends over to the other side, is making vegan cheesesteak with mushrooms and bell peppers and like the vegan cheese on a hoagie. It's like fantastic. So mushrooms are one of my favorites, and that's one of the reasons why specifically we're doing mushrooms.
Smells so good.
Oh, good.
So good.
Good. Okay, so do you want me to leave out the serrano? Do you guys, both of you guys don't do beef, so should I just leave out the serrano?
What's Serrano?
It's a chili.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna leave out the serrano.
Thank you.
Yeah. Always know your guest preferences. And so for other people that are just, did you put that in the chat of like everyone, what do you want to do next week?
Yeah, I wrote that in there.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna do our last class next week, and we have a couple of people who volunteered to sort of provide guest chefing. Sam on baking and desserts, and Nikki on home fermenting. And the thing that people said in the survey most is they wanted a panning ginseng. So like I can definitely do some of that, but I don't know. I feel like the internet is full of recipes. So what I've tried to do here is like teach you techniques, because you can find your own recipes very easily using a search engine. And so what I've tried to share with you is the things that I think that you can't get on the internet. And that brings me to another point of just like the ethics. Whenever I'm looking at people's food blogs, I try to go with people whose recipes are of that culture. So like there's like millions of like middle-aged white women doing plant-based cooking on the internet, and people do some good stuff, and I try, but if I'm like looking for an Indian recipe, I really try not to do a person who is not of Indian ancestry or Mexican. And the way that I figured out, I was like, there should be a browser plugin to like, you know, I don't want a white person telling me how to cook carne asada. And so I was like, oh, just put it in Spanish. So that's what I've been using. I've been using Google Translate.
Oh, so smart.
Using
Smart.
Google Translate, and then you do it to Hindi, and it works. And that way, and then because like Google translates everything, it really has been effective for me, and I feel better about that because like, you know, people make money off of their clicks and their advertising, and so it's just one small way. So yeah, a little garlic. And you know what? Since we aren't doing serrano, I'm gonna make these pretty. I'm just gonna throw in some regular bell pepper, just for a little color. And Alden, do you wanna do like a Mike Pence on over here?
I would love to.
Last time, like the first class, the second camera worked really well because like seeing the food up close is like, well, that's smart, right? So, but last week for some reason it didn't work. So if you guys could like tell us if you are seeing this picture, of like the mushrooms cooking and like the salsas I got going on here.
Yes, no,
Yes.
Oh, I should go into Zoom and tell you what's going on.
Are you, I think you can just look at that screen, or maybe.
like what I see.
Okay.
I see a little.
Okay.
Can definitely see it.
Okay. Good.
I'm
Okay.
hungry.
These are all the salsas. So I did like a roasted tomato salsa. I did a tomatillo salsa, both of which are incredibly easy. And I roasted everything even on the same pan. Just like split them up, blended them. And then a pineapple salsa to go for the tacos al pastor. So there are lovely mushroom tacos. And as you can see, like this is so easy. And it's going to be really flavorful, easy to clean up, and easy weeknight dinner that people usually really like. Hi. We have a little bit more caffeine. Hold on. Okay. So while these are finishing, what time is it?
6:25.
Whoa, we are just flying along, and might be done early tonight. So yeah, I was talking about how like originally I was gonna make cochinita pibil, and I was like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable making cochinita pibil because of the ceremonial significance and sort of like the Mayan dish that I X'd it. So I came to the tacos al pastor, which is up next, because one, I like pineapple, and if you're one of those people that doesn't like pineapple and savory cooking, get out.
Yeah, this is not the class
This
for
is
you.
not the class for you. So this is a dish. So tacos al pastor originated with Lebanese immigrants to Mexico who were fleeing the Ottoman Empire and immigrated to Mexico, and also my godmom's family immigrated in that wave to upstate New York. And so like this is like part of my I'm Lebanese on my godmom's side, haha. And so it originated because from shawarma. So this dish is made on a vertical spit. So the meat roasts and the pineapple is on top of it, and it drips down. And so then the meat is sliced off, and al pastor comes from shepherd. So that's just, I think it was originally with lamb. And so now tacos al pastor is made in Mexico on a vertical spit or a trompo. And obviously we don't have that, and that's, I can't really do that justice integrity wise. But jackfruit is such a great ingredient for meat for pulled pork, and I thought that so I really wanted to show you like the power of jackfruit and sort of how well it goes into dishes that should have meat. And so particularly in using the crock pot as sort of a substitute for that vertical spit cooking, I put the pineapple right there in with it and then slow cooked it overnight. It was too spicy, so I diluted it, but it has this really beautiful smoky flavor, and also nice and acidic because of the pineapple. And I just pulled the pineapple chunks out and like got rid of them, and now there's just this like great pulled pork stuff, and we'll do that next. But I just wanted to tell you about that. That's where Tacos Al Pastor comes from, and again, we are going to taste that. Any questions? Awesome. I always salt my food at the end because you can never take salt out. I mean, you can, but it's a pain in the ass. But, excuse me, okay, so I'm gonna turn on the boiler. Actually, would you mind opening the front door? Yeah. Awesome. Just so we don't all get carbon monoxide poisoning. Open this a little bit, or? Yeah, that would be great, actually. You can use the other chair. Yeah, oh, you're so smart, honey. You're so smart. I want to roll it with it, but oh, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. We are done with that bad boy. Okay, so we have the mushroom tacos now. Do you guys want to like eat some of these with tortilla chips now, or do I was gonna make tortillas at the end once we do the al pastor, so we can just I'll just cover these. Okay.
Hold off on mine.
Hold off on yours. Yeah. Okay. So here we have. What's that? Oh, this is the this is my new device. Okay. Okay, Alden, I think I'm gonna ask you to do some
Hanging.
Hanging, yeah.
I'm the vice president.
Hang Mike Pence is our code word for. Okay, so I want everyone to see. So this went for about 24 hours, but you can like turn it, and a lot of it was on low. But like if you can see that really super yum texture, and that's just,
Oh my God.
right?
So good. That's jackfruit?
This is jackfruit.
Get out of here.
Get out of here! I know. So
That's not meat?
this is not meat.
What the fuck? Excuse me.
So
I had some earlier and I was like, oh, this is meat.
it's really tasty, and the texture lends itself really well to meat substitutes. So jackfruit is a neutral taste. I just got it in the can. I just put them in quartered, and then it just falls apart like this with cooking. So like super easy. Like making this took me like less than 10 minutes. Put it on, turned it on, and that was it.
Wow.
So but because Tacos Al Pastor is sort of has this it's like when it's shaved off of the trompo, it has like a nice crisp. And obviously like we're not doing that, so I'm gonna try to mimic that characteristic by broiling this. So we got the flavor pretty good, but now I'm gonna put this under the broiler. So like I have a love-hate relationship with broilers because you can really screw stuff up. Oh yeah, in there. And so Ruth, if you could help me watch this. So yeah, I'm just doing a thin little layer, and I'm gonna put this in the broiler.
I'm gonna put a timer on for 1 minute and then check it again.
Okay.
Maybe 30 seconds.
Oh, it should probably go for like 3 at least. Okay, yeah, probably like, yeah, at least. Okay, and I'm gonna put my tortillas on the grill here, warm them up. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Great.
No.
Erica says, haven't liked jackfruit in the past, but I'm convinced to try it again.
Yay! Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't like jackfruit either, and then an incredible friend who's a chef of mine made salsa verde tacos with jackfruit, and they were like some of the best tacos I've ever had. So I really like salsa verde because like you can cook anything in salsa verde and it's gonna taste good. So you can make an enchilada sauce. Puerco and salsa verde is a very popular dish that you could just totally just do this exact same thing with green salsa and it would be delicious. So if I wasn't making this, I probably would have done a demonstration with salsa verde, which is super easy to make, or you can buy stuff. And you want to make sure you have all the pieces of pineapple out of here, which I don't quite, but okay, my little guinea pigs. Okay, so I have, okay, so the al pastor, which when they're done, I was supposed to be served with the pineapple salsa. This is just a roasted red salsa that I did not make standalone salsa, but it's pretty good quality. Salsa verde, pickled red onions, roasted tomato salsa, and this is the crema. This is the cashew lime crema. So you can see how you can do whatever you want. Okay. Alden, you're gonna wait. So you're gonna be our guinea pig.
Okay. Oh, this is such a pretty plate.
That's my only plate.
It's a beautiful.
I don't have guests over.
So beautiful.
And I know my plates are.
Should I come across the back way?
You can
or-
actually front way is probably best. So you can
Okay.
there's the mushroom and
So just one of each.
you can do whatever you want.
I'll try all three.
Yeah.
Oh, what the
these ones? Okay. I'm gonna watch those.
My timer's on right now. for 3
Okay.
minutes.
Okay, those aren't done yet. So
Maybe that's it. Is that
So
the
yeah.
timer? No. Oh, wow.
okay, this is beeping at me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What is the red sauce that you put into the first one?
This is adobo sauce and it's quite spicy. So if you have yeah.
We'll just give it a shot. I think the initial is,
And you can cool things with the lime and the crema. It does work as a good
Okay.
cooler.
I'm so excited to do it.
Yay. And then there's some avocado too. So
Okay.
I really like Mexican food because Mexican food is like my favorite food, but also because it's really easy if you do it right. And as we talked about last week, I'm all about efficiency in the kitchen. So why are you beeping at me?
Should I actually? Sorry to get in the front of the camera here. Just briefly.
Okay.
Well, that's the timer.
That's the timer. I'm on this. Ooh, they're smoky. Okay.
So this salsa here is like a pineapple salsa?
Yeah.
Delicious.
So yeah, there's pineapple in this cooking, and then also I use the other half of the pineapple to make salsa.
Delicious. It's gonna be really hard not to have very stuffed tacos here.
Heather has to jump off.
Okay. Love you, Heather.
What a great idea.
Yeah. Who doesn't want Taco Tuesday?
I love it.
I do.
I love it especially this
Federico's here, Ruth.
Oh my God, hi Federico.
He left.
What are you
Oh, he left.
doing? What?
Sorry.
Very well.
Very well.
Very well. I'm gonna try this so long. I love this so long.
It's good. It's really good.
It's just gonna be jam-packed.
Okay.
And you made this green salsa, huh?
Yep.
Delicious.
Okay, so it's gonna look like probably 7 minutes under a broiler. depending on how much moisture you've got out of the crock pot. So I tried to cook all the moisture out of it that I could, but it still has a pretty high moisture content, which again, it's not going to behave the same way pork is going to behave. So you got to adjust things. Oh my gosh, Mike Pikes, can you film this?
Oh, you want to film this coming out of the good shot, money shot.
This is the
Can we
money
get
shot.
some good lighting over here? Right over here.
Oh, I mean, that's just the way you did the crema. I was like, that's so pretty. Oh shoot! Here,
You know,
yes,
it's
yeah.
camera shot.
Damn it!
Well, this is
That-
what it looks like.
That's what it looks like
This is
with
what
the
it does.
squeeze bottle. I really like the squeeze bottles.
Well,
but
there you go, a little
maybe
bit
I really
bigger.
cut the tip off.
Yeah. There we go.
Boom.
Boom.
You're trying it again?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're ready for action now. So what kind of crema is it?
That's just cashews soaked in boiling water, and then
Uh-huh.
it's apple cider vinegar, fresh lime, and salt. And
You
put it-
made this?
I made it, girl.
Oh my god.
And you just put it in the little thingy like this.
I
and
like
you-
that.
Yeah, and you just puree it. It's so easy.
Oh my
And I think you'll
god.
find that it tastes very good as well.
Oh my goodness.
So it's still not done. So what are people's other favorite tacos? I know Sam posted her broccoli tacos with barbecue sauce, her battered and fried barbecue sauce tacos with green goddess dressing. Erica said anything in her fridge is what goes in tacos, which is always a good answer.
I do love fish tacos, but I don't know how what's a good substitute for fish.
I'm not really sure. I'm not a big fish person, but you are. You're the fisherwoman of the West Coast.
Okay, here it goes, the mushroom one. It's so good. Wow.
Ruth is saying it's so good.
Wow.
FYI. And I did not pay her to say
Wow, so good.
that. Go on.
It is so good.
Ruth and I are both Tauruses, and so is Allie. And like, you know, Ruth and I eat Mexican food together. That's like our celebratory food. I'm gonna use your phone. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Eating is more important than the timers. Hello. So yeah. Mexican food is also great because you do most of the work ahead of time. Obviously, it didn't take me very long to make any of this. And not way like your cleanup's all done too, because you basically did all the work ahead of time. So this is an early class. And does anybody have any feedback on what they want to talk about next week? Or we don't have to do next week. I mean, is Sam here?
No.
Okay. Sam was, I just suck at desserts, and people always like, you should make dessert. I'm like, okay.
I made vegan cinnamon rolls the other day.
Really?
Amazing.
Whoa, and you can teach that one.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I want-
Desserts sound fun.
What sounds fun?
Desserts.
Desserts
Desserts.
sound fun.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Who's that?
Allie.
Allie.
Yeah.
You sounded like not Allie for a second.
Oh, sorry.
No. I just was like
Computer Allie. Computer.
computer Allie. Yeah, okay, we'll do desserts then. Sam's gonna do a little thing on sourdough because I'm like, I would love to know how to make. I just suck at baking. But we can do like fried bananas is one of my favorite, easiest desserts. So good.
Ooh, yeah.
Cinnamon rolls by Ruth. Some vegan chocolate mousse. We can do that very easily. All of these are super easy too, which I know is something that I care about a lot.
Erica says yes to desserts also.
Yes to desserts. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We have consensus, I believe. Okay, so these Hey, it's looking good, but not good enough. So those have a lot of moisture in them because of the crock pot. And so I'm just gonna cook those longer, so it's a little bit more the texture like it should be. Although I've never had tacos al pastor, so I'm relying on YouTube to tell me if they taste.
I'm sure they'll be delicious.
It'll be delicious. Okay, well,
The way the meat looks is like barbacoa. Is that what it is? It's like shredded beef.
uh-huh.
How is that different than taco al pastor? Or is it the same thing?
Tacos al pastor, my understanding is it's roasted on a vertical spit with pineapple at the top. And so the drippings like go down over the vertical spit and then you slice the meat off like shawarma. And that's where it originated. So I thought barbacoa is like more shredded. So this is definitely more shredded texture. It's not like that sliced off. But that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to that slice with the crispy edges. That's what I'm trying to do with the broiler.
Nice.
But we'll see how well that works.
Jen asks, do the walnuts soften up or do they stay crunchy?
They were kind of crunchy just now.
They're kind of crunchy. And like, that's a great question, Jen. You can definitely put more water in the pan. And I probably should have done that just to soften them up. But I kind of like them more crunchy, more sort of raw tasting, but you can definitely soften them up so they're, yeah, that's sort of to your own.
The
Whatever.
mushroom one tasted like a real taco.
Like a real taco?
Yeah.
Yay! No, I really like the mushroom tacos. I used to work in a Mexican restaurant and mushroom tacos were such good sellers, even with people who did not eat meat, that they got integrated into one of my favorite dinners. Okay, so we're just gonna
Erica says, say more please about ethics of eating, cooking these foods. Being in New Mexico complicates things for me.
Okay. I don't know what the right answer is. Like, I think like I could talk like culture appropriation is such a nuanced subject, and I think for me it's situation dependent, and I think it's important to acknowledge the culture you are appreciating and do justice to the integrity of the recipe to the best of your ability. And inherently, when you were doing vegan cooking, you're bastardizing all these recipes, so that's kind of like a contradiction. But for me, it's also about the intention. So like, for me, it's a difference when like people who are not Mexican go out and like make money off of Mexican food and either do it poorly or do it in a way that takes the economic opportunity away from Mexican people or Mexican American people, or in a way that's like not respectful. Like I said with the cochinita pibil, I'm like, I don't think that would be respectful if I made cochinita pibil in this format, and just considering a few of the things. So I didn't want to do that. That doesn't mean that like I wouldn't cook cochinita pibil in my home for guests. But it does mean that I would talk about sort of the fact that it's an indigenous Mayan cooking method where you wrap something in banana leaf and you bury it, and it's done in celebration of the underworld and the god of the underworld. And so like all of that together, I was like, nah, I can't do that. But I think like sharing food is part of the human experience, and I think it's important just to be respectful and to understand the dynamics. And ultimately, people who aren't Mexican can't really say, you know, what is and what isn't appropriate. And so I think it's, for me, it's a question that I just ask myself, like, you know, like, what is the purpose here? I'm trying to help do healing for the earth and for my friends. And because I think the mental health benefits of being vegan and the planetary benefits, like, there's a lot of benefits. So it is my intention to do good with this meal. I'm not trying to profit off of it. And so that's sort of where I come down on the ethics issue. But I could talk about cultural appropriation and sort of the nuances and sort of like, you know, the demand side and the supply side, and but I don't think inherently we should all be enjoying each other's food, and we want to get to a place where everyone can enjoy everyone's culture. The problem is that we have fucked up power dynamics. Excuse me. We have messed up power dynamics that some cultures prey upon others. And so that's why it's a problem. And so for me, it's about, like, I kind of got to the place of like, rather than saying like, people who aren't Mexican can't make Mexican food, I'm like, everyone who enjoys Mexican food should become an activist and support Mexican and Mexican American activists in their struggle for social justice in this society. Like, I've been to Mexico twice on sort of activist solidarity trips, once to the University of Mexico during the student strike in like 2000, and then for a second time to the Zapatista caravan right outside Mexico City. And both times we asked them, as students from Seattle Central, were like, so how can we support you guys? And both times, both the Zapatistas and the student organizers said, we need you to go home and change your government. Like, we don't need your help down here. Like, the biggest problem for us is your government and your government's policy, which, Erica, I don't need to tell you or anybody else on this call about that. But so yeah, I those are the parameters I deal with, and I don't know if that was a good answer because I really don't know. But those are the things I think about. Is that helpful? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I remembered. Okay, you remembered. You did it. Okay. Those are tortilla chips now because I don't. Okay. If anybody else has anything to say about cultural appropriation or a different perspective, or like, the ethics, or, I'm happy to. There's a lot of you who I know have better things to say than I just did. So.
I think what you said was great. I really.
Thanks,
It's a
Ruthie.
new kind of fish cooking class, one that I've never even.
I was like,
I love
I
it.
can't not do this. And like, if we're like I said, it would be different if I'm doing Italian food and Allie tell me if I'm wrong, as our Italian sister who's here. Like, it would be different if there's a reason why there's no problematic issue with like me doing French food or me doing Italian food or me doing Scandinavian food. Okay, so Mike Pence. You have to laugh, guys. It's like really important to laugh at this time of history of being a human, because it's probably the hardest time of being a human of any time on earth. And so for me, laughter is really important, and I have like, an irreverent sense of humor. And okay, so that's sort of what I did. And okay, now Alden, would you like to, okay.
We're just getting beer
Ruth,
test.
can you look here, Ruthie?
Oh my God.
Okay, these tortillas are not ready yet, so but
Okay,
this is
that's
just
okay.
gonna cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an early finish tonight. Oh, not that early. So, anybody any questions? Don't turn it off quite yet, because people ask really good questions and ask me the things that I've totally forgot to say.
No, everything was so great. Thank you.
Yay, Allie. And Allie's gonna make uterus t-shirts that are so beautiful, and we're all gonna get to buy them someday because she's an amazing artist and she's doing block printing. And I'm just hyping your Etsy store already, Allie.
Thank you. That hasn't been made yet, so I have to make it.
The artwork is gorgeous. Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Allie's my birthday twin, so yeah, we have a Taurus contingent.
We have
here tonight.
another Taurus?
We have a that yeah.
Wow, this is a full-on
This is a-
herd.
This is a herd, of course. Hey. You should hang out with Taurus.
Same
If I do say so myself.
Amen.
Okay.
I love this new device. Is this a new device?
Yes!
Guys.
It's
Love
an
it.
induction burner. It's so great, except for I didn't know that you could only use certain kinds of pans with it, so I had to go out and buy new pans.
Yeah.
But
Just to make it heat evenly.
yeah, well, only of course you know that, Miss Engineer. But I'm like, why won't it work? I'm like, this. I bought off Craigslist. And I'm like, oh my God, I got ripped off. And then I'm like, I'm like, read the instructions, Emily. Okay, honey.
Okay.
Erica says, wonderful as always. Thank you. We're going to make some of this tomorrow.
Yay! Thank you, Najoni and Erica.
Someone's name is Najoni?
Yeah, Najoni. Erica, are you and Najoni still here?
Are they Navajo?
Her granddaughter is. Erica, are you still here?
Yeah, she's here.
Ruth is Navajo and she wants to say hi to Najoni.
Yep, and Najoni.
I think that the audio is kind of cracked.
Okay.
No. I don't mind the plan. Najoni means like beautiful Navajo.
Yeah, Najoni is Navajo and hopes to learn the language soon.
Ruth is studying Navajo.
Yeah, I just started my week 3 of my online class.
Yeah, last week I made the mistake of saying, Ruth, do you have any corn? And she said, I'm Navajo. Don't ask me that question
Of course I
again.
have corn.
Okay, thank you everybody for coming.
Jen says, I have 5 pounds of jackfruit coming from Costco tomorrow.
Oh my gosh,
I'll
that's
try to make a
amazing.
recipe on Friday.
That's amazing. Jen, are you still cooking? Jen, are you cooking for you? Is that for you or for your job?
It's for work.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So you're gonna turn the fraternity boys onto jackfruit?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God, Jen, you are so cool. That is so great. Well, please let us know how it goes. I can't wait for them.
I'm gonna do the crema too.
Oh, great. Yeah, the crema is so easy. I've actually never made it, but like it made itself in like 4 minutes or less today. And I was just like, why don't I make this all the time? Because normally
Do you need to soak them overnight?
Yeah. Oh my, Jen, it's so good to hear your voice. I haven't heard your voice in like, I don't know, 12, 13 years. Jen and I went to school together and we were in many groups and classes together. So yeah, I didn't soak them overnight. I just poured boiling water over them and I soaked them for about 30 minutes. And I could have soaked them longer. So you can either soak them overnight with room temperature water or some mixture of boiling water, but yeah, soak them.
Okay. I've got lots of dairy-free kids, so that will be a good option.
Yeah, and how many kids do you have?
Not very many, only 60.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because like the campus, like people don't actually live on campus. Or
Yeah,
like,
usually I have about 100 or 105, so 60 feels like not very many.
oh my God, so Jen, so how many meals a day are you making for these 60 young men?
How many meals a day?
Yeah.
So breakfast, they're sort of on their, it's sort of like toast bar. There's toast and cereal and bagels and cream cheese and peanut butter and all that. But then I make lunch and dinner.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to hear how it goes. Please let us know.
I'll take pictures.
Please. It'd be great.
Okay.
This jackfruit tacos al pastor is incredible.
Yay!
Literally so good.
You heard it from Ruth herself. Not paid.
So these are so good.
Okay. Well, thank you all for being here. It's a pleasure hearing your voices. And yeah, I'm just doing this to help people have an introduction to more plant-based eating. I think it's easier than ever. And I'm happy to share all my tricks with you. And we'll do the last class next week and have some fun and call again.
So good.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Ellie.
Love you, Emily.
Love you, Ellie.
Bye. Love you too. Thank you.
Okay, say hi to Mango. Tell her Auntie Emily says hi. That's her cat is my niece.
Erica says bye.
Bye, Erica. Bye, Najoni. Okay, Alden, I hope you're hungry because there's a lot of food here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording.
Okay. Stop. Okay.